Wednesday, 3rd of July. Initial classifications of malaise. To be sitting here like one is, bearing upon the face all the hallmarks of what we call normalcy, and upholding the forms and features of this commonly desired ideology, one would hardly suspect the catastrophic harm that is taking place upon and within this subject. That everything appears to be normal makes of normality a deception, an acceptable guise for tyranny in which one is permitted to desire only that which appears normal, of that which is the semblance of oneself. This fail-safe of normality may ultimately prove to have been established so that one may chance upon no occasion to perceive how rancorous and deteriorated one has become. For the longest time imaginable, I refused to permit myself the pleasure of looking at another person's face. I did not wish to see in other people the reflection of what I did not wish to see of myself glaring back at me like some malodorous organism of less human worth than a flatworm. During this time, on the rare occasion that I did permit myself to look at somebody, I saw something so utterly repellent that I did not wish to continue to exist in the way in which I had been instructed. This feeling, however, developed in a most subtle way during my peculiar self-imposed expulsion from normative relations. I grew aware of the possibility that what I was seeing in other people, and the revulsion that I was wont to suffer on such occasions, was entirely due to mistaking my own displaced reflection for their facade. I saw something which merely appeared to be, existing solely as an appearance. This type of existence to me seemed meagre to the point of poverty. Strangely though, as this disarming malaise began to flower, I found myself increasingly desirous to encounter this peculiar self-perception, or rather self-deception, wishing to savour with profound distaste that which had taken root at the centre of myself. During this process, my palate became adapted to more unusual flavours and began to reject that which caused pleasure in favour of that which stimulated heightened nausea. I became aware of many insights that, at an earlier stage in the malaise, would no doubt have brought on a catatonic melancholy. For example, I saw that, in this bizarre world of masks and appearance-wearing, should we choose to perceive the mime of reality as a peasant festival, the most miserable mask of all was that of the unveiler. This character is he who feigns to disclose the truth in collusion with his own deception, precisely so that he might persevere in this fraud as if aloof from it. His particular folly consists in the obsequious belief of being excluded by some special individuating clause from the concrete law of narcissism. I was furthermore able to see how this unveiling character believes himself alone to be in truth when he finally realizes the ironic conclusion of his own disclosure. It is as though he has finally unmasked something real at that point in the game when he recognizes the mask he wears himself, that the mask he wears is himself. Moreover, it is a mask that conceals nothing. It is a transparent deception with no true self underpinning its reality. It is in this advanced growth of the malaise that our most destitute anxiety, our most nauseating imprisonment within ourselves, becomes the space for our rare form of liberty. In that such a notion might appear abstract, allow me to articulate this peculiar mindset via the following examples. A. I am sick, but my sickness is a kind of health. I was too healthy, and now I have chosen to become sick. Or B. I hold this terrible, irrational fear of an entirely incongruent thing, but I am most terrified when that thing is absent. This malaise requires the most complex subjectivity imaginable, and any subject following this route is almost certain to experience an appalling despair when faced with complete, ambiguous meaninglessness. But again, it is our rare intellectual liberty which steps in, for now we understand that our struggles have concealed a singular desire for despair, that we were zealously searching for the precipice which breaches the void of being. And we now glimpse the possibility of our becoming in this meaningless yet originary situation. It is nothing but a simple test of strength, a test of will. For if we do not perish in this consumptive absence, if we become a liberty unto ourselves in the fire of our essential imprisonment, we therefore become capable of individuality. And it is individuality that we are mustering ourselves to overcome.